I was digging through the pages of the history books one night, learning about the men who stood when the odds were stacked too high. Chiefs who fought for their land, their people, and their way, and never laid their weapons down until their final day. And the more I read, the clearer it became to me. The same old stories playing out in 2026. Tecumseh saw the future, and he tried to unite the tribe. Shawnee warrior preaching that together they could survive against the settlers pushing west. With treaties signed and lies, he built a confederacy and looked the eagle in the eyes. Fought at Tippecanoe and fell at the Thames in 13, but his vision of resistance lived on in the dream. Sitting Bull had the vision on the Greasy Grass that day, when Custer came riding and the Lakota made him pay. Crazy Horse led the charge with the fury of the storm, fought to the bitter end, never bowed, never conformed. They won that day at Little Bighorn, but the cost was high. Still they stood for their freedom till the last one had to die. They fought to the bitter end. They never gave an inch when the government came calling with its treaties and its pinch. For their land, for their freedom, for the way their fathers lived, these chiefs stood tall and gave everything they had to give. And I'm telling you now, the lesson's plain to see. If we don't learn from their story, we're doomed to repeat history. Geronimo fought the longest Apache guerrilla war. For decades in the desert, he kept coming back for more. Chased by armies from two countries, but he never did submit until the very end, when there was no more fight left in it. Chief Joseph led his people on that long and tragic run. I will fight no more forever when the last battle was done. But he fought with everything until there was nothing left to give, for the freedom of his people and the right to simply live. These men were warriors who saw the writing on the wall. They knew what happens when a people lose it all. They fought to the bitter end. Now I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing it again. Politicians in the Capitol trying to do the same damn thing, chipping away at the Constitution one right at a time, telling us it's for safety while they tighten up the line. They want the guns, they want the speech, they want control of it all, just like the government did when it came for the tribes' land. They call the same old tyrants wearing suits instead of blue or gray, eroding what the founders gave us every single day. Those who cannot learn from history are doomed to repeat the same mistakes that crushed the strong and brought them to their knees. The chiefs fought to the bitter end when their freedom was at stake, and if we sit here silent, we'll make the same mistake. The government grows bigger while the people grow too soft, giving up our right for promises that always fall apart. Wake up and remember what these warriors tried to say. Stand for what they died for, watch it slip away. They fought to the bitter end, and so must we today, against the new expansion that is taking our rights away. For the Constitution, for the freedoms we were born within this land, we can't let history repeat while we still gotta stand. The chiefs are watching from the other side, I believe, waiting to see if this generation will finally learn to see. Tecumseh, Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, Geronimo, Chief Joseph too. They gave everything they had when the storm came rolling through. If we don't learn the lesson that the blood was meant to teach, then the same old story's gonna happen. just out of our reach. They fought to the bitter end. Don't let it be in vain. Stand up while you still can, before they do it all